do is say, what happened? And I'm quiet, and oh boy, it just all spills out, and I get because of this, I did this, and I did this, and I did this, and I can sit back and go, okay, well, let's see what you could have done differently.
So what does it look like to hold your team accountable? And how do you address or approach addressing like a lack of accountability with someone on your team? What does that look like in your practice?
Yeah, that can be tough. But my favorite thing to say to someone, like, I'll help you once, I'll help you twice. The third time, if you're making the same mistakes, for example, I might not say something right away, but I'm watching everything at all times. Okay, I can pull a report anytime and know what's going on. And when I find errors, I'll call whatever team member made that error into my office, and I'll be like, okay, what happened in this situation? Mm-hmm. And I'll give them an opportunity to explain. And then I'll be like, okay, well, this is what I'm seeing, and it doesn't jive with what you're saying. Mm-hmm. And then I'm quiet, and I let them. Sometimes they'll, hang themselves. That's fun to watch. Mm-hmm. But it's, you let them explain. And 9 times out of 10, because they're lying or whatever, you just sort of kind of sit there and you go, okay, don't let it happen again. Mm-hmm. And you say it, you do it, and you take no excuses. Mm-hmm. You listen to it and you say, okay, well, that's great. Don't let it happen again. Or that's not how we do it in this practice. This is how I would like you to do it. So mm-hmm. Don't do it again. Let's try it this way. And you move on. Mm-hmm. And I don't ever hold a grudge to it, if that makes sense. Like, if I have to go out to the front or to the back and say something to a team member, I'll say it. It's done. Mm-hmm. I walk back to my office, and when I come back out, I'm myself again. Yeah. I'm not that battle axe that just came out, and I'm not rude by any stretch of imagination, but I'm back to normal, talking to that person totally normally. So it's like, we're done. To me, mm-hmm. It's behind me. Let's make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I want to key in on one thing that I think is so beneficial, and it's just a wonderful leadership technique, is the wait and let them talk. So in a former life, I did quality assurance, and I've, monitored thousands of conversations. And that is one of the most effective ways to get someone to give you the honest truth, because I have nothing to feed off in that scenario. I can't really wait and kind of see what you say and slip things in that scenario. I have to explain, why did I do something? How did I approach this situation? Why did I decide not to tell you about it? Those types of things. And again, you're not setting the expectation that I should have done X, and this is why I couldn't do that because A, B, and C came up. It makes them provide you with an honest response. And I think that's just a fantastic technique that I would certainly encourage everybody watching to leverage.
The funny thing is, I do that with my kids. And a lot of, this is going to sound horrible, but a lot of how I deal with my children is how I have to deal with my team members. Mm-hmm. I'm not their mother by any stretch of the imagination, but it's amazing how it's so much alike. Like, I've got a set of twins, so Lord knows that there's always something going on between them. It's sad, it really is, but I find it's best because you just sort of kind of sit there and you just let them talk, and inevitably, while they're talking and they're big, they're gonna tell you exactly why they did what they did, and then you can sit there and go, okay, I understand. Let's try this. This is where you might have been wrong. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's the same approach that I take with my team members. That's a weird one for me.
No, but I feel like it's one where it can be a little weird because, we're taught, like, as adults, right, we're so different from kids, but kids are just a honest, unfiltered version of a regular old person. And so, what I'm really hearing there, right, is you're making them walk you through their thought process, and then you're walking back through it with them and highlighting some areas where we could have made different choices. But that's a great way to change the way somebody thinks and to change their behavior. So it really is a tremendously effective way. And yes, it'll feel a little awkward or a little odd at times, but it's so good at driving change.